G2. I think the only edge is if Astralis can't hit their shots, if they can't compete individually, and I don't know that that's going to happen.
Right then. We've got a fast play towards short B, actually. It seems from G2. And Zipex might be in for a nasty surprise. I think Karrigan and co are simply too far away on this flank to get anything done. Was that smoke for upper? I was going to assume it was. Anyway, G2 are simply rushing the B bomb site. They're trying to push CT as well, but the crossfire's coming in and they're getting absolutely wrecked. Shocks and Scream remain. The bomb is probably going to go down just about, but that's all they're going to get in this round. And just one kill, unless they talk about the one taps for days. Not going to happen on this occasion. I like the strat, but it simply didn't work then.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's a bad strat though.
No, and it's cool because, again, last map we saw all the pistol rounds won by G2. If there's anything you can say about G2, is that, yeah, the pistol skills are actually going to be pretty outstanding. Because you've got Scream, you've got Shocks, RPK as well as a pretty amazing accuracy. Just those three alone can really deliver on pistol rounds. So that's always a danger. But Astralis will win this one. This will be the first one they've won in the series now. And they're on the CT side. G2, when they beat Na'Vi 16-3 in Pro League, they had a 13-round start to the match with their CT half. And they're going to get denied that this time. Not even going to be starting on CT. So it will be very interesting now to see how they deal with this spot. And you can see, they got the bomb down, so we won't see anything really happening, or it's unlikely to see anything happening this round. They're going to go for a straight rush into B and see what they can get.
That's not a good smoke. I hate that smoke on CT because, I mean, it's an eco round, so it's not as bad in the sense that you're unlikely to get flashes, but you can just drop a flash in that smoke and then just charge out immediately. And if you're not, I mean, you can fight for it and so on, but I think that is a extremely suboptimal smoke versus throwing it through to the other side. Anyways, effects with the M4A4 as opposed to the B hold on Dust 2. Double nades coming in as well from Karrigan. And Scream will get these final spray down from Cage and B. But yeah, generally speaking, especially on buy rounds, because I know some CT sides throw that smoke from CT spawn, but I think it's just really dangerous. And it just makes the hold weaker. It just gives the T's something to exploit when ideally you want to give them nothing to exploit. So the buy coming out for both sides now, the 5 AKs onto the G2 side, who have 3 kills between them.
Yeah, can they do something on the A side of the map? Because there's a push here from Astralis straight away. G2, just going to be going straight through there. Scream will take down one, but the trades will come in. Body able to deliver straight back here for G2 for them to have an advantage. But there is still a player who's quite forward on A long, although it is, Device is pulling back now. And he's more or less one of the most important players towards this A defense. That said, he has got Zipex now to play off from, and Zipex has actually pushed a little bit towards the toilets area, and Device is now in for supports. And G2, they're just waiting a bit. They know that they can force out a little bit of a rotation, a bit of a gamble, but the most likely gamble is the 2-1 here, because B is easier to retake as the CTs, and if Cage and B just gets 1 or 2 frags there, it's very likely Zipex and Device will go for the retake. So it's not actually as easy, I think, for G2 as it may seem. They kind of definitely, I should say, would want to go to try to test the A side of the map, but all it takes is Zipex and Device to get a nice crossfire or a nice team play setup. But that said, Device is falling back just as G2 are starting to push split towards A.
Nice. Zipex suggests that the team is retreating, but all he wants is aggression down. So the numbers are evened up to 3 versus 3. 30 seconds left on the clock here. We've got the counter nades coming in from the CT side. But the push seems committed to A. The bomb is on long, so there's not much other place for it to go. RPK getting taken down, checking the site the wrong way. And the Zipex are just ruining everyone. But RPK, I mean, that was an interesting what? I mean, it was a bit of a gamble to check toilets that way. A gamble which did not pay off. But
Zipex just killed 4 people. He just 1v4'd
Easy
G2.
for Zipex.
It's like, oh no, we've gone down 2 players. Zipex 1v4. Okay.
Don't worry, guys. Yeah. I got the rest of this.
That's crazy. What a massive result there. That really changes things, because now they survive with 3 players, and they're up against G2 on the pistols again. And there's 3 Deeks, but there's no nades really to support this. Body picked up a Kevlar, but it is going to be tough to get into the bomb sites, even get a plot down. Obviously, they will be buying in the following round because the bonus is high. But so far it is like shooting fish in a barrel for Astralis, like using those ranges where they have advantage. And with rifles, there goes the bomb. Just Scream left, and Scream is going to have to get himself quite some amount of one-taps in this round. All the one-taps are required. And here's chance number one, and there are no one-taps available. That doesn't count because it wasn't a headshot, James.
You can't always have the one-tap stat. You gotta save them for the big round, for the big moments. For the one-man B holds on cash. For the 16 zeros.
That's true, that's fair enough. But the AKs will come in now for G2. And the AWP comes in for Mr. Device.
The Device is, I'd say, notorious for being an extremely dangerous human being on this map in particular. And now with the AWP, we've seen him even lurking in Playground before. So his teammates will support him with the counter nades to allow him safe passage back to greener pastures. Let's see, he's still got TSM stickers on his AWP.
Okay, Shocks just gonna do that. Give Zipex a very nice haircut there indeed. He's taken his whole head off, James. Perhaps not the best barber in the world.
All the head down. Are you alluding to this because you've had a haircut today?
I had one yesterday.
Ah, excuse me.
Yeah. So we'll get G2 now with that one-man advantage again. But this time, they don't want to get 1v4 versus Zipex, but there are more players here. For Astralis on the B-bomb site. Oh, that transfer from Cajun B, taking two players down on the entry. Oh, and they're going to be lining up there a little bit for Carrigan. He gets one frag there, but not the second, leaving it to a 2 versus 2. Dupree rapidly on the way from the connector area down into sewers now. He's sort of smoked off, which is a little bit sketchy. I wonder if RPK, how he's going to play this one. Will he go back through the smoke, or will he just sit there? Oh, he's going to sit there, and Dupree's just going to walk up and say, "What's up? You are going to be dead." Nice little trade coming in there. Not much to do there for Shocks. And the defuse will be in play. So looking pretty good here. Dupree having a better game than...
That's a clean $10,000, Dad. That's a clean $10,000.
All the zeros. Now no more.
If you come into the US with $10,000 or more dollars, you must declare it, Dad. I've never done this, but I know it from the immigration cards, whatever they call those. Anyway, 5-0 for Astralis. G2 coming out with a big green gun now onto Shocks rather than Smiths. No armor onto Shocks either. We've got more aggression coming in from Astralis. It looks like they want to dictate the pace of this match from start to finish, Dan. Should it finish here? Oh, that is disgusting. Device, please.
Wait, did he tag Shocks through? Did he do that? Or what?
No, Shocks is down at B. I don't know.
Right.
I can only assume he got naded because he's got no armor.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that must be it. Oh, the trade follow-up. Nice from Astralis there to get that trade, but looks like G2 are getting more trades here, pushing successfully towards the A side of the map as well. Down to a 2 versus 2 thanks to Dupree over by the long A area. Now the bomb will rotate as B has been discovered to be abandoned territory to be claimed by G2, and the smoke will go up high. So really good position here from RPK. This could be exactly the position they need. He's able to get that first frag. That first 1v1. Are they going to check this? Yes, there's the jump around the corner. Nice transfer, but Device is snappy. The bomb yet to go down, in fact. Device not sure what's going on right now. He's actually going to be rotating back. This is... Oh, he's going high. My bad.
Yeah, this is a good position for AWPing as well. You can AWP from the stairs behind it, which is a bit of a dirty position, but it's commonly known these days. And he will finish things off. Got to be careful with the jump, though. There is actually there's a hump just to the left of where he landed, which... When people start on spawn, they will often jump there and they'll be left with, like, funnily enough, like something like 89 or 87 health, and they won't understand why. But it's because there's a hump in the water, basically. So if you jump and land on that, if Device did that, he would have lost a round. Because I think it does like 11 to 13 damage if you land there.
That would suck. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a great start for Astralis. And there's been a lot of clutches. I mean, if you think of the way that they've won some of these rounds, obviously the cool thing there is that Device actually swapped out for a rifle. There's actually quite a lot of AWPers that don't tend to do that on retakes, even if it's a 1 versus 1. But Device is obviously a very capable rifler as well, which makes him even more scary. But once again, G2 pushing a little bit, very slowly towards the A side of the map. Probably a little bit paranoid of some of the aggression that Astralis have thrown at them already. And Astralis have a 3-man setup here towards the A side of the map. 2 long, 1 on the short, or the toilets area, the lavatories. And G2 will slowly start to clear. But this, I think we're going to get some contact. First contact has been made. ZipX will take down Shocks, but there's still contact to be made at the A side of the map. Oh, look at this crossfire again. Okay. The crossfire is gone. It's gone. 3v3.
Dead then.
Yeah.
Down to a 3 versus 3. ZipX though is coming in. He's the information man for the team. He's pushed B tunnel, so he can leave his teammates over towards A. And hence you can see the aggression here from Carrigan. This is a place that Sean Gez used to like holding, and people often said it was a 1 frag position, and there it is. 1 frag for Carrigan there, then he goes down. So ZipX is the last man standing now, and they will have no idea where he's coming from. Although there are a few sound cues in that area to upstairs, but I think a bit deeper towards the B bomb site. So they shouldn't have heard him coming there, but now they all know. All the information is known.
It is ZipX, so we can expect a decent go of this. Oh, the fire, wow, that's going to force the bomb from not being planted. ZipX, that is massive right now because there's 10 seconds to plant the bomb. RPK can't really play around right now. He's got to go for it straight away, and that's going to give ZipX a time where he knows the bomb is being planted. He can creep into an off angle. Oh, spots. RPK actually goes for the shot there, and he will not connect. Oh, RPK gets it, throws in the nade. And he shall take down ZipX. Good result there for G2, but they went down to their last man. So their buy here is going to more or less bankrupt them.
I think Body stopped planting the bomb to throw a Molotov, and in that time, ZipX threw a Molotov off the wall, which is beautiful. And then Body could not plant. So that was really well done by him. You can actually wallbang those boxes now where the plant was attempted, but I don't know the stats on it. And that's a really important flag for the CTs, considering they've only got 2 pistols. The early advantage is exactly what they needed, and they can try and sit on this advantage for the time being, but not resting on that 1 frag. Device is now charging towards the long area. Again, it is a 1 frag, but still they haven't picked up the gun that Body dropped. So more advantages are required and are attained by Device. That's the bomb as well. So this is really a big problem for Scream. I was wondering if Device was going to commit to one side of the boulder there, but it seems he will continue to look for a frag. Shocks engaging 2 at the same time, and he could bring this back to a 3 versus 3 really quickly.
Yeah, 4 HP on ZipX. He's only got a 5-7. What is he going to do here? He's just going to get wrecked. Shadow gives it away. Easy wallbang there for Shocks. And now it's down to Dupree, Carrigan, and Device to hold the defense. But the bomb is in their possession, of course, towards long. Oh no, Carrigan finding the back of RPK's head, and that is now just going to be Shocks left alive with 28 points of health. What is he going to do here? He's got a Galil, got a hope, a dream. But it is going to be ridiculous here if he's able to pull something off. Considering that Astralis is set up all the way around the bomb, Shocks going in now. They could be in any position. And look at that. What are you going to do? Device picks up the kill, takes around, and resets G2. Massive first half here for Astralis. They won the pistol round. They won some of those key clutches. And this is one of the reasons why Astralis is so dangerous as a team, because they have T sides. They have CT sides. They have clutch, like a high level of clutch on a lot of the players. They've got great AWPing. They've got the ability to play, very tactically and smart. This is why everyone thinks that they should be, able to win these majors in more finals than they actually are, because they are the full package, essentially.
Yeah, and they are looking very strong indeed at the moment. This is a fantastic CT half for them as well. So G2, it's a good tactical pause in the sense that, Astralis could close this game out in 1 half, essentially, if things keep going the way they are at the moment. The aggression just has no answer from G2. The most their team has is 6 frags onto any one player, but it's about bringing those frags together to convert rounds. But they had a good opportunity to break the Astralis team there. They started the round with 2 pistols and 3 rifles, and they were still unable to extend their round score from just that 1 run they've got so far. So how they can get things working, I don't know, because the Astralis are maybe looking a bit too strong at the moment. Yanko was confident that it was going to be a 2-0. And judging by what we've seen so far, it looks a bit hard to argue.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I was with Yankee there as well. The 2-0 is, I mean, the thing is that it's all you should expect as a logical human being, right? In a matchup like this, it's like, well, I think we have things kicking off again here. So, you know, let's get back into this. 7-1, just being reset, of course. G2 going with a double molly here, and that's to try to stop this quick sewers push to allow them to get more or less a fast push into the B bomb site without getting stopped towards sewers, just so that they have a better chance to plant the bomb. And one player going down as already. Device is on point. They're able to find that shot. KJB from range with the M4 as well. Things looking quite good right now for Astralis. They have successfully denied any entrance now to the bomb site. And there's the GG basically on that round. There's no way to even have a chance to plant. And G2 have to save. I mean, how rough is this, where you essentially have to double eco this late into the half? That is so sad.
Yeah, you can see they've had some bomb plants come in, but even so, they've been unable to take the rounds over the line. So another eco coming out for the G2 side, and yet more aggression. Astralis not giving a monkey's tail, not going to play passive on anti-ecos, not going to play safe. It's going to go in and end these rounds quickly, like they have a barbecue to go to, Dan.
Yeah, and one thing as well, you know, we saw highlighted is just I mean, of course, you could argue that maybe, you know, lacking a little bit of discipline there just right at the end, maybe giving up more kills than had to be given up. But these two rounds were key rounds where G2 are double ecoing, where Astralis can make a lot of money. And that's a really big deal, because if G2 are going to try to come back into this one, forcing eco rounds really helps. But there are going to be likely no eco rounds for them to force at this rate. So let's see if G2 can get an early round advantage. They've had that a few times. It's not like they're not able to get that. They've been able to win those battles. They have very skilled players and some good tactical maneuvers to find those advantages. But can they make them happen? 1 versus 1 found a connector, and RPK is going to pull it out of the bag there. 6 HP remaining, but we'll have Karrigan picking off body elsewhere on the map. So 4 versus 4 as G2 are trying to force the CTs back, but they're holding in the laboratory still. Maybe not for long though.
So we have Zipex dancing around the smoke. Does Shox hear that nade being primed? Either way, Zipex is going to get shot in the face. And so Karrigan is going to be wrecked as well. So that's the A site. And G2, surely they can't lose this one. Device is coming in with a bit of a pop flash, but 4 versus 2, he needs to act fast, act quickly, and act before that bomb gets planted. Bomb's not even on the site yet, but down he goes, leaving KJB alone versus 4. And again, if he managed to get some work done before the bomb went down, then who knows what could have happened. Smith will take down KJB. G2 surviving with 4 players as well. Again, they haven't had the best of times in this first half. You can see the money is lacking. So surviving with 4 will be important. Shox can drop for body, and indeed he will. And again, 9-6 is possible. Look at the Astralis money left over once they have to completely rebuy. There's no money in the bank for the CTs either. The T's not doing great, so we'll see. That's a nice molly. I know C's does that molly for Na'Vi as well, but his one I think is a little bit more static, so Shox has a bit of a flow to it while he's moving, which is always good if possible. Shox is just coming in. He's been, even though they've only won 2 rounds, he's been quite dependable, just shooting people straight in the face here. But the rest of his team will need to show up as well if they have to take some more rounds.
Yeah, forcing Astralis to be quite clutch here with all these individual plays from the likes of Shox. But the Shadow's giving the game away a little bit there for Dupree. However, he can't finish off the second player. 3 versus 4 for Astralis as they scramble back into the A site. Nice flick there from Device. Oh, barely getting out of harm's way. Just barely. Able to pull out the AWPing. Able to get more shots here from Optimus from the truck as he gets challenged. And of course he hits that shot. Down goes RPK, and the advantage now for Astralis on the bodies. Oh, 1 HP burning there. 1 HP though for Device. Will he survive this round, I wonder, as Karrigan's able to lighten the load somewhat, taking down Smith. It takes an AWP shot from Shox to down Device, who was on 1 HP, but Shox himself is low, 23 health, and the bomb is down. And Karrigan knows that he can wait for Shox to make the move. The prerogative is for Shox to plant the bomb. And if, I mean, Shox can't go too deep for these kills because he hasn't got the time to plant if he invests too heavily in one player, and he's playing as if he has all the time in the world right now. Shox might eventually find Karrigan, but at what cost at this point? I don't think he even has time to plant. He's just going to get shut off from bank.
Might go B with it. I think maybe he was trying to go for the pick and go towards B bomb site, but the gamble hasn't paid off. Karrigan maybe with a hard read as to what Shox was doing, and maybe some information from Zipex as well. So the CTs with numbers advantage and the eyes advantage will take the round. G2. Well, I mean, it's still a sticky situation for both teams, but Astralis now have got 10 rounds on their CT side, so they'll be sitting pretty despite the money. They're still converting the rounds.
Absolutely, and yeah, that reset is really painful. Again, G2 not getting anything going. And it was Dupree, he's having a really good or fairly consistent CT half, and it's nice to see that after his Dust 2 was a little bit off, I think, in some regards. But once again, that early round aggression is proving to be effective in these anti-force buys to some extent at least. Ooh, Dupree actually not getting the nade, but they will line up for him. Too easy. And now it's just Scream. And he's got Kevlar and a helmet. It is Scream after all. These are positions where a player like him can get something done. But that first bullet inaccuracy is definitely, it definitely hurts the tap style. That is for sure. But we shall see if Scream can get something else done here. He's so low, 6 HP. It's going to be tough, and the bomb has to be reclaimed as well. He's got a minute to do this. This is like one of those impossible missions in Crystal Maze or something. I can't think of any right now because it's been a long time since I saw that show. It's like, you've got a minute. You've got to do this.
6 HP. If anyone can do it. I'd say it might be Shox at the moment, but, you know, never count Scream out. It's going to be too much of a task on this occasion. 11-2, and G2 are slowly, like DiCaprio down in Titanic, they've let go of the raft and they're sinking to the bottom. If I was on the end of the raft and Kate Winslet was on it, I'm not sinking down. I'm holding on to that goddamn raft. Because she's gorgeous there. G2 on the force spot here, they just got the one rifle onto RPK. So one can't expect much. The device is just in a shooting gallery at the moment. He's got the VR on Dan, and he's shooting at plastic ducks.
It's going to be pretty good here again for Astralis by and large. I mean, at this point, their money should be more enough for them to accommodate some losses. And that said, it's looking like these losses could actually turn into a round win here for G2 because it's the device on 10. And everyone from G2 now just starting to just, well, rather from Astralis, just hitting the floor. I wonder if they got a little bit too greedy. We missed some of those one-on-ones. So or I guess the fact that they were one-on-ones, maybe that suggests something. Either way, G2 might be able to steal away around here. G2, Astralis losing some of these battles. And is Device even interested? He's got 10 HP and an AWP, and he has no idea how tagged the G2 players are.
He's going for a flank, I'm fairly sure. Going for biggest flank EU.
How's their money? How is the money of Astralis anyways? Okay, it's not actually amazing, so he definitely needs to save this. Because they will be reset now.
I think he's going all in, Dan. One versus two, the bomb's not down yet. He's got too much cause to push.
He does have a lot of time, that is a good point.
Yeah, he has a kit as well. And he's got smokes and flashes, although I can't see him getting nades out, but
he's unlucky they both went sewers, very unlucky. That's more or less the play that wins.
He almost has time for the hero save. I think it'll probably take him about 3 seconds to get onto the site. Let's see. Oh, he missed the shot!
He missed the shot.
If only he knew that.
I wonder what would have happened there. It's very smart to throw the smoke down because the T's kind of have to peek, even though of course he didn't tap the bomb, which may have been obviously like the panic mode for the T's when the CT will tap the bomb in the smoke.
Yeah, but you could when the smoke was deployed, you could defuse at the same time and you wouldn't hear the defuse sound. And I don't know if you can always clearly hear it, which is where the paranoia sets in. So when you drop the smoke, they're often going to peek anyway, whether you tap the bomb or not.
That's a good point, yeah. Also, a well-timed flashbang can do the job as well. We've got your favorite weapon here, James.
What's that, the knife?
This one.
The Nova. I do like I've never fired mine over. When I go shooting, I always just use the club guns. But this is a good start here for the CT side, who had bits and bobs to work with. Bit of MacGyver, you know, get a fan, an elastic band, and a twig, and make yourself some weapons. So a 2-man advantage again for Astralis. Although G2 getting that 1 round on the boards to get to 3 gives them a chance. I think 2 is pretty much a shutout, but 3 is also crap. But it's a better grade of crap, Dan. You can do slightly more with it.
You can do something with 3. You can get a buyout with 3, basically. You can lose a pistol round and still play for overtime and have a buy with 3, but you can't with 2. Now this is going to be tough, isn't it? Remember the days when you could boost over these smokes without...
No flashes, Dan.
There we go. The raw peaks get it done. First frag is found now as G2 will make their way, or try to make their way in. The smokes to try to cover here, and the nades used to deter the CTs from peeking, but we've got 2 on the truck here. Taps coming from screen, trying to hit these shots, but it's just not going to work out. And that's the 12-3 there for Astralis. A very strong first half. dupreeh, 22 kills. dupreeh really showing up on Overpass for his team. He often does, to be honest. dupreeh is often very reliable on the A side of the map. Again, like I mentioned earlier, the double D, the dupreeh and device combination is a strong one.
It's been a while since I saw a 12-3 half on Overpass.
It's happened quite a lot, actually. Right?
Yeah. But I think with deeper understanding, it kind of went away. But yeah, I feel like it's been a few months since I saw one.
It's a bit like, I guess in some senses you could say Cash used to be like that as well. Because Cash used to be very CT-sided until, I mean, Cash, that's why Cash is an amazing map. It's so nuanced.
I love Cash.
As people, over time, people learned so much about the map that it completely swang from a 10-5 CT to even favored T half, a favored T-sided map. A T-sided map, James.
There we go then, well done.
I got there in the end. Shock's going for the push hit in the pistol round on the second half, and G2, I think, James, they could really use this pistol round.
Yeah, I feel like Shocks has to get two plus frags for them to turn over the line. The way he's been playing so good. But no shots just yet, and the entire Astralis side moving together. 5-man on road, Dan. Well and truly, they're coming for all the chicken in the chicken shop, Dan. Shocks is trying to hold it down though, but all the drumsticks will be taken by the Astralis side now. Man advantage for the Danes, and the bomb has disappeared from the radar as far as G2 are concerned. What is the play from Astralis? G2 have to guess at this point.
Yeah, they really do have to commit somewhere, and because they don't have any kits, so they have to push. They can't just wait and then rotate and then try to kill the players and then defuse. They have to just get info immediately, and it looks like they're doing that right now. And this is really good. This is the way that you can win a round like this for G2. Get the info, push aggressively, take the risks, and get the shots. And Zipex is trying to lock down the choke point. Oh, there's one pop, and I think he's perhaps due a second. He gets the reload in. Zipex with both kills and gets the USP afterwards as well. And that's the pistol round there for Astralis. That is not a good start for G2 if they wanted to come back into this one. And one thing I have to quickly mention is when Astralis pushed the A long with 5 players, and they knew one guy was in the kind of connector bit from long to toilets. Cajun B was shouldering the angle, but not with his body, with his shadow. Actually, he was so aware of like where the shadow positioning is. He was actually just using the shadow, which was really sick, I thought.
Did not even notice that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, we've got Scream. Oh, has he been spotted? He has been spotted, and he has been eliminated. So, Astralis trying to march towards their next round. G2 coming in for the flank though. We know how dangerous these CZs are. Shocks got the information for a team. 2-man spray down, 1-man spray down. Kerrigan with a 2-man spray down. And he's looking at something on the floor. And gets taken down for it. That's a bomb as well. Defects coming in, the cleanup man, leaving Smiths alone with a scout. The only person you could take out right now without a headshot is Cajun B on all of 2 HP. Cajun B with 2 HP.
Can you not kill Zipex? How much damage does the torso shot for the scout do again?
It's either...
I guess we're fine.
I think it's 65.
We just found out. Because Device was on full HP, we went down to 26. So, yeah, that would be 1 damage short if it was to be onto Zipex. But obviously there's a damage fall off on distances, so I don't know how the fall off is exactly for the scout. That's
a good question. I haven't looked at it for snipers.
Yeah, I actually have no idea how fall-off is for sniper rifles either. Because they must be a fall-off to some extent. With the AWP, it's negligible, obviously, because it's an AWP. But anyway, here comes a quick push from Astralis. They just want to close this one out right now. They know that G2 are on 4 spies. And in they go, trying to play into this B-bomb site. So far, it's actually RPK with the kill. In goes Body with a quick flashbang. Gets himself behind multiple players. Oh no, he cannot get a single frag out of that one. That is very unfortunate indeed. And now Shox will be able to get a quick kill to make things a 2 versus 2, and Device is fairly tagged at the moment. And without the bomb planted in the full rotation in for the CTs, maybe, just maybe, there is a chance here. Smith, great position here, coming in from the back, gets the kill onto Device, and now it's just down to Zipex, and he knows that someone is behind him. At the very least, for Zipex, he's got the bomb on his back here, and there's the first kill. Ooh, the peek coming in from Scream, though. Zipex is going to get nailed. Nicely done by Scream, and the rest of G2, they managed to win that round pretty handily, despite the fact that they were just on a 4 spy. However, Astralis can just buy and buy and buy. They have so many rounds to work with, and G2, they are still going to be a little bit strapped for cash here. An MP9 on Smiths, and Shox is on a. Oh, he's just going to buy M4 with just Kevlar and no helmets, no nades.
So, yet more testing of the G2 defenses to be done, despite this round being forced by a trade coming in there. cajunB coming in second with the AK. Nice and smart by the T side, getting the information to the men with the big guns. Speaking of big guns, Apex has been taken down to 23 HP, so he might want to drop his AK over to Dupree, who's full health. He can be found. There goes cajunB as well, so things looking good. But more trades coming in for Astralis. So we're down to 3 for 3, and now all 3 for the Ts have AKs. I'm not sure if Scream spotted Device there. Body is moving into the... I don't think he spotted Device, actually. And Scream's making a lot of noise, so he could get taken down. All this jumping going on. And there we go. So is the bomb going to rotate? Bomb's in B sewer, actually. B short, sorry. And indeed, it will get rotated because Zipex got taken down. And Device is moving all the way into CT spawn, so this is not looking good for Shox.
Yeah, Device is on a ninja mission right now, just silently able to get into nice positions and just delivering assassinations to G2. And now comes Shox, goes for the frag, actually almost gets a good go of it there. Device on 24 points of health, but just not peeking, forcing Shox to waste time, or trying to waste as much time as Shox as he can, and he will get the kill there. So 15-4 in G2 look like they are in a lot of trouble right now. They have no money, and oh god. It's so painful to just look at how awful G2's chances are in this kind of a position. They obviously have to go with a 4 spy every round now, obviously, if they're able to survive any more rounds, that is. But hey, they did it once, maybe they can do it again.
So we have fast play into the connector area. The HE will do minimal damage. cajunB will hold a passive angle. It's always important to have somebody there for Ts if you've got somebody playing for a fast short B take, so they don't get flanked through the connector door. You can give that spray down when it is required.
Did they increase the amount of balloons, James? Seems to be more balloons.
I don't believe so. Yeah. Ooh, nice peeking there by Scream. Bomb left in a passive position for now, and Cajun's got to be careful because he might be the one who has to pick it up, although Dupree is moving over there. Cajun has 24 HP at the moment. Shox has been taken down, but Smith's got to be careful with those flames. They could easily move down to that lower stair, but he will survive for now. So 3 to 3, cajunB still heavily tagged, so G2 could get themselves a fast advantage here if they're fast enough. However, RPK is also 10 HP. And Body should be heard by cajunB's position, so we might see a slow flank coming in, and the Ts will have the alarm raised on the site. And they will position accordingly.
He's going in again. He gets 3 kills this round. He's been so good for the team. Oh, lining it up there is Body, but he will die 16-4, and it is a really quick cleanup there from Astralis in the second half. And just generally speaking, they have had a great series here. I mean, the first map was a little bit shaky, lost both pistol rounds, but they always fought their way back.